With the price of sealed product continuing to be so high, my advice continues to be buy singles. In this video, I'll be going over 10 cards from the Galarian Gallery that are under $5, which I think are a great pickup for the price. Hey, my name's Collections, I'm Sean and I collect things, and this is my channel where I talk about the Pokemon card hobby, give advice, and sometimes open packs. If this is the first video you are seeing from me, thank you so much for clicking on the video, it really means a lot, and if you are a returning viewer, I hope you continue to enjoy the content. If content that helps you collect is what you enjoy, make sure to leave a follow, leave a like, all that mumbo jumbo, and stick around because we'll be posting almost daily to try and help you guys collect as best as you can. But without further ado, let's go into the list of cards I want to talk about. But before we do that, I just wanted to point out what the Galarian Gallery is. I'll do a set look back like I did for Twilight Masquerade and Shroud of Fable, going more in depth on the set, but as you can see, this set just has some amazing arts, but you don't only have to look at the really expensive cards to find some really nice bangers and really nice cards you can just add to your collection just to have and just to look at, honestly. But yeah, the first page, you can see there's some really expensive cards, but when you go to even the second page, that's when the prices start to drop. So you see this Turtwig's like $2. Not going to be talking about that card. I just wanted to point it out, and it's almost like, let's see, 70 results, right? I think it's 25 per page, so more than half of this set is like under the price point I was talking about, which is $5, which is absolutely crazy. But I think part of it is they printed this set a lot. You can see this Giratina is super nice. It's doing some really insane growth, but the rest of the set also has some really good stuff for under $5. And the first one I want to talk about is Hatterene VMAX. I know Hatterene, it's not like the most popular Pokemon, I'd say, just because it's a newer Pokemon, but something about this art is really nice. The Dynamax spots glowing, making like the whole composition having like this very eerie, very mystical feeling, if that makes sense. I forget the town in the games, but it's like the fairy town, Bellona town, something like that. But it's pretty cool because that's like where the fairy stuff is. It's like this forest, and it really evokes those vibes. Kind of reminds me of like a Ghibli film, if that makes sense to you guys. But yeah, I don't know. The composition is nice. It's like moonlit, but then Hatterene is like glowing purple, so it really puts this whole piece together. And I think for what this listing's $8, but you can get one for like $3 if you buy other stuff for free shipping, obviously. But yeah, super nice card. I think I have 1 or 2 copies just from opening this set. It was one of like the last cards I was missing, but it is really nice. If you like Hatterene, if you like this type of art style, pick it up. I think it's pretty nice. The next one I want to talk about, I think between the two, is my my preference. It's this Drapion V. It's done by Yukimori, who's done some like really amazing art. Maybe I'll make a video just going over her art in the games, but essentially the way she creates art for the card game is she makes clay models and takes pictures of them, and it has a very distinct feel. But the clay models she makes they're like top notch. Let's see, random page. Yeah, Drapion's here. Look at this Corsola, so cute. Maybe I'll pick this up later. But yeah, that's all I want to say about this one. Yukimori art's beautiful. You can see that the way it's like composed, it's these clay figures just taking a picture in like the real world. These Scorpies too, they're very cute. They look pretty devious, and Drapion's like watching over them. Fun fact about this card, it was printed specifically to counter like one of the best decks that at the time, which was Mew VMAX. Because the way that deck worked is you played a bunch of Fusion Strike Pokemon, and this attack, Drapion essentially attacked for free, and since Mew took weakness from the Dark type, it would get KO'd with 1 attack, which is crazy. But yeah, this card under $4, you can pick it up pretty nicely. I think I've also one that I was looking forward towards the end of my collecting of the set, but it is a really cool card. If you like the art style, I'd say look into Yukimori's stuff because she has some really stellar art for the card game. Okay, and the next one is the Magmortar. There is a companion piece to this. Let me just pull that up. I guess a hidden 11th card. I'm not sure if this one falls under the $5 mark though. Magmortar? Oh, it does. Okay, cool. You know what? Yeah, let's make it 11 cards. You guys get an extra one, even though I didn't mention it in the intro. But yeah, these two, they're just buddies, and look at them, they're chilling together. Done by the same artist, Saya Suruta. Oh yeah, they're not? Oh, I thought they were done by the same artist. That's crazy, because the art style is so nice, and it's kind of similar. Okay, ignore what I said there, but you can see, I think this one kind of has like watercolor painting vibes. It is really nice. It looks like they're in this cold forest. Magmortar is warming up Electivire. Looks like they look cute. They're just on like a campfire picnic kind of thing. But yeah, $4. I like the art. I think putting these side by side, it just looked really nice in a binder together. This guy has one for $1. Okay, seller offline. Yeah, so as you can see, for the longest time, Adala, Spike. I think it's because, like I mentioned before in many videos, now is a great time to look back at older sets while people are doing other stuff. And while that is true, there are going to be some spikes just because there's so many new people to the hobby who missed these sets or just trying to fill out their binders right now, and prices will go up. But I think it's healthy right now, at least for these cards, because they're not spiking to insane prices. Like, yes, 100% growth, but honestly, these cards were pretty underpriced for like the longest time. $1 for this is crazy to me. Same with the Electivire. It's going up not as much as the Magmortar, and I think part of it is I think the Magmortar art style a little more. The watercolor painting feel is it's a little like nicer. It has a little more sharper lines. That's a pretty derpy face actually. The one on the Magmortar. Maybe I'll make that my profile pic. But yeah, the dynamic lines are pretty cool. Looks like he's getting struck by thunder. Altogether, these two great pickups together. Honestly, yeah. The next one, Keldeo. This art is really good. So this one looks like market price is a little bit under $5, above $5. So, sorry that I lied in the intro, but it's pretty close to $5. But yeah, Aurora Borealis and then Keldeo. The reflection of the lake is so nice. Like, I feel like there's a lot of things in these cards you don't really see until you like get them up close and personal, or like what I'm doing right now, zoom in on TCG Player. But yeah, like the detail on this card is amazing. Like the reflections mirrored perfectly, the moon here, the moon probably somewhere there, and then the trees. It's just really nice. He played the Gen 5 games. Keldeo is pretty cool mythical. I do like Keldeo a lot, so I think I have a pretty soft spot for this card. But yeah, $4. Yeah, let's just call it $4 or $5. Yeah, because price plus shipping, look at $5.27. I'd say it's about $5. So if you want it, pick it up. Pretty good price point, I think. The next one, Lunatone. These two are also similar, but done by different artists. You can see it's Lunatone in the moon with the Volbeat and Illumise, and the same thing here with the Solrock. Between the two, I think the Lunatone has more of a children's book kind of vibe, you know, like picture book, whereas this one looks more, I don't know, not as good. I think they're both really nice looking cards, and they're both like super cheap. You can see this one been doing like up and downs for a while, right? But it's always been around the $1 mark, just recently going to $2. But even that price, $2, is like, super great. Yep. Clarence even had a bunch of like really good arts, and I think just because of how much it was printed and how nice the hit rates were, they made it super easy to pick up the cards for the longest time. Even now, it's like still relatively affordable. But if you're gonna pick up one, I suggest pick up both just to put them together in the binder. I think it would just look really nice together, which is how I have them right now. Okay, so the next one, this one's really good too. Asako Ito. I think their art is like Yukimori, where she does all clay art. This artist does all crochet art, which is really cool too. And a lot of these actually are not in English, I think, which is kind of strange to me. I wonder what happened to these cards, because if you look at the Japan versus English, it looks like Japan got 26 more of them. Like, just love this. Never released in English, but it's so nice. Besides the point, not what I want to talk about in this video, but yeah, that's just to say that the artists they use for Crown Zenith are like peak Pokemon artists. It's so dynamic. Altaria is super cute. You can tell it's like handmade. I think I do have a sucker for these like handmade looking arts, just because it shows that the artist put a lot of detail and attention into making it. Not to say that the regular arts don't, but yeah, just having them like look like they were physically made, it makes it even better, in my opinion. You see this price, same as like the Lunatone, same as the Solrock, pretty much $1. It's spiked a little bit, but I don't expect it to do any crazy things unless someone tries to do a buyout or yeah, essentially something like that. If you like the art though, really nice. Swablu and Altaria are, I know, fan favorites for a lot of people, so if you didn't know this card existed, now you know, and maybe you can pick it up for what, $1.35, which is really nice. The next one, Comfey. This card, I swear, if you played the card game and you don't play Lost Box, you know how annoying this thing is. Just allowing your opponent to draw like 10 gajillion cards every turn, accelerating their game plan. But I have to admit, this Comfey is really cute. It kind of looks like Comfey is in the Lost Zone itself with how like dark the whole background is. But it's nice. I think Comfey, it was kind of a nothing Pokemon to me for the longest time, but after playing the TCG, when Lost Box was like BDIF, best deck in format and everything, it really changed my perspective. But this one is one that's actually gone down in price, and part of the reason why is because of what I'm saying. This card was mostly good because of its playability. And I think if you're not a player and you see this, Comfey is kind of, yeah, not the biggest or most popular Pokemon, but I think the art's really nice. It looks cute. It looks cute. What else more do you want from a card? And for what? Here, $2 max. Let's see, last sold $1.27. Yeah, I don't know. If you like it, pick it up. I feel like I'm a broken record at this point, but yeah, it is true. A lot of the collecting just comes down to what you like and buying those, so you don't like, you know, waste your money just chasing the trends of the collectors or the investors. And so here, another one, Dunsparce. You can see the chart here, pretty much doing whatever we've seen with Crown Zenith the whole time, same numbers. But to be honest, that's the numbers we've been seeing on every set. I think Crown Zenith, more so than others, has been a little bit lagging because the spikes are only on like a couple cards. But it's good for collectors, I guess. So here, this Nearman foil sold for $1 last. Super cheap for, I think, what is a really good art. I think this one's better than the Dunsparce they have in Paldea Evolved. If you count how many Dunsparce there are, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, one even hiding here. And then you have the Omastar and then the Aerodactyl here. And I think that's this image here. I feel like that's Galar. That's the, what's it called? Where you do the final tournament. It's blanking on it right now, but he even drew a little Dunsparce. And yeah, I feel like the attention to detail in this piece is really good. You even see like up here, it looks like a Duskull face to me, or maybe it's one of the jerseys from the Galar region trainers. But yeah, really great art, super fun. For $1, yeah, pick it up. Pick it up. The card's great. As you can see, I really enjoy when artists put a lot of detail in their pieces, but this is kind of like going in the opposite direction. I think this piece, well, not to say it's not detailed, but the detail's in a different way. It's to make this card stand out and like shine, I guess. And Diancie, I think, is a very fitting card. You can see kind of how the light emanates from like the middle of this card going outwards. The little gems around Diancie being like the legendary gem. I actually don't know what Diancie's title is. Like how, yeah, I don't know what it is. Probably, Diancie is, so let's see. Okay, it's not telling me. I'll figure it out later. That's gonna eat on my mind, but yeah, it's a cool card. I think Diancie is pretty cool. Has a mega form, so if you like megas, it might get a mega also in the newer sets coming out, so that might influence if you want to pick it up. But for like $2, a lot of the Galarian Gallery, I'd say is like a hard pickup. Like, if we look at these other cards, yes, they're really pretty, but $45, $33, it's a harder pill to swallow spending that much money. But if you just want to build out your binder, pick up some cool cards, yeah, go ahead and take a look at the Galarian Gallery. So hopefully this was helpful. If this is the type of content you enjoy, which I think you guys do because you made it this far in the video, I made another similar video a couple days ago, which you can check out. I'll leave it in the end card after this ends. But thank you so much for checking out the video. I really appreciate the support, and I hope I catch you guys around next time. Thank you, and this is Collection signing out.